Alright, so before I move on to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. campaign, I thought it would be a good idea to beat Ultron on Expert mode first, because I realized I haven't done that yet. And I think that the best person to do that with is, in fact, Shuri Black Panther, because after Shuri Black Panther uses a basic power, resolve the special ability on one Black Panther upgrade you control, which includes defending, I believe. And when I do that, I can activate the... Oh, I don't remember the name of the upgrade, but one of them allows you to deal 1 damage to all enemies. So when Ultron attacks, I can give him 2 drones, or whatever amount of drones he gets, I forgot the exact amount. But I can give him the drones. Ultron attacks, I can defend, take no damage if I'm lucky, and then I can activate that upgrade and deal 1 damage to all the drones and just kill them all so I don't have to take the damage. So it's basically Black Panther's, T'Challa's Black Panther's Retaliate, but better because I don't have to actually take the attack from the drones. So this should probably work out better than trying with T'Challa. And I'm using Protection because I want the Indomitable so I can ready up. And also I want that extra +1 defense. And I'm also using the colorless Wakanda cards, Dora Majale cards. And other than that, everything is from the base Protection deck, except for the Get Behind Me and those terrible upgrades that I don't like. So let's figure out the mulligans. I'm using Power Protection for the medical center or whatever it's called, but other than that I don't really need it, so I think I'm going to get rid of this because I don't think I'm going to play the medical center even if I get it. Gonna keep Queen Ramonda. These allies are kind of expensive to play turn 1. They're kind of expensive. Let's get rid of them. I want to keep the Indomitable, and I don't really need Claude Strike. So 4 more cards. 1, 2, there we go. Kimoyo Beads and Wakanda Forever. Wow, alright. I kept Counterpunch. I don't really plan to use it, but it's a physical resource to use for the Tenacity. So let's use 1 for this like that, 2 for the Kimoyo Beads, and I won't be able to play Queen Ramonda. And I think I want to switch over to hero mode as soon as possible. So let's keep a Wakanda Forever for next turn. So 2 for the Kimoyo Beads, 1 for the Indomitable, and keeping Wakanda Forever. Using Shuri, I'm going to exhaust Shuri to search my deck. Oh, I forgot I have to start with a drone minion and play with me. I forgot it should have been from the top of my deck, but whatever. And let's hope that my upgrade that deals spider bites, there it is. Let's hope that that is not the card that was on there. Let's see if the other ones are still in the deck. Let's just be sure. It doesn't matter. I'm about to kill it anyways. As soon as Ultron attacks. And that's going to be the end of my player phase, I believe, after I flip over back to Black Panther. Now, Black Panther does have 1 less attack than... Or Shuri Black Panther does have 1 less attack than T'Challa, so it might be a little harder to kill Ultron Phase 3 when it does get to Phase 3. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that yet. Also, all the drones are going to get +1 health when he gets to Phase 3, so that's going to be a bit of a pain, but I'm sure we'll figure something out. So draw back up to 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, there we go, another Indomitable. And main scheme gets 1. Ultron attacks, so Ultron gets a top card, so only 1 minion. And then Ultron gets +1 for each drone, so it's going to be attacking for 2. Black Panther's going to be blocking. Only 1 boost card. That boosts for 3. Gosh! Alright. Oh, I'm using the Doomsday Chair, because I figured that since MODOK is in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it would be appropriate to beat MODOK now in Ultron. Well, in the core box, I mean. So, 3, 4, 5 damage to Black Panther right away, because I'm blocking the 2 damage. That's rough. That's really rough. But because I blocked, I get to use Spider Bites, choose a player, deal 1 damage to the villain, and each minion engaged with that player. These drones only have 1 HP, so they're both dead. Indomitable and Vibranium. That's fine. I'm going to remember to deal myself a face-down card, and that card is under fire. Surge, and reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Alright. What's happening? Gang up! The villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. Alright. Ultron attacks again, I get another face-down card. This is not good. This is really not good. This is a minion. Ultron's attacking for 2, I can't block. He's boosting for... Boost. Choose to either spend a physical resource or put the top card of your deck engaged with you as a face-down drone minion. I'm gonna choose a drone minion. And then I'm gonna take 2 more damage since I cannot block. second card is Biomechanical Upgrade. Surge attached. Oh my god. Alright, so attach to the minion with the highest printed health points without another Biomechanical Upgrades. And when the attached minion would be defeated, instead heal all damage from it and discard this card instead. But this had Surge. Surge. Exhaust your identity card. Alright, well I'm already exhausted. That's good. Advance. The villain scheme. I was really hoping that... Oh, this should not have a +1. I was really hoping that I'd be able to keep it away from getting that. This is a terrible start. Scheming for 2 or 3. So the Crimson Cowl is now completed. And Assault on NORAD. Forced response after, when revealed, each player puts the top card of their card deck face down, engage with them as a drone minion, advances to B. And after placing threat here, blah blah blah, I'm gonna get 2 more drone minions. Or 1 more drone minion. Or 2 threat. I'm gonna choose the 2 threat probably. Or drone minion, because I can just kill them by blocking. If I block, but I'm at 7 out of 11 HP, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I can't use Heart of the Panther, alright. I suppose first thing to do would be to... Well, I can't use most of the cards in this. Alright, that's... Alright. Genius for Tenacity. And Heart of the Panther to pay for Wakanda Forever. Resolve the special upgrade on each Black Panther you control in any order. Remove 1 threat from my scheme. I can't do that. I could discard this to confuse an enemy. Do I want to confuse Ultron just in case another... You know what? Sure. I think I need to flip over and heal. That's probably gonna be what I have to do, but I can't heal right now. Because I'm exhausted. This is a terrible start. Alright, I'm gonna discard this, I'm gonna confuse Ultron. And then I am gonna activate Spider Bites, 1 damage to all enemies. So these 2 are dead, and then the biomechanical upgrade goes away. That was Counterpunch and Panther Claws. Alright, that's bad. And I'm not gonna be able to play Indomitable. I'm gonna flip over to Shuri, and I cannot heal yet. So draw back up to 6 this time. There's a Vibranium Suit at least, and a Helicarrier. Aja Adana, alright. Assault on NORAD gets 1. Ultron, when Assault on NORAD gets 1, or NORAD gets 1, I get another minion. Ultron is confused, he can't scheme. And then 2 drones scheme for 1 more each. 1 more card. Rage of Ultron. Alter Ego Mode. Ultron schemes. This card... Alright. Ultron schemes. When Ultron attacks you, put the top card of your deck face down. Alright, so he's only when he attacks, so he schemes for 2 plus 1, 3 more. And then I have to put... What was it? Rage of Ultron. Discard the top card of your deck for each threat placed this way, so 3 more cards off the top of my deck. Now it's my turn. I suppose I should have tried to use Tenacity last turn, maybe, to actually get my heal. This is a not good start. This is a very much not a good start. Switch your deck for a Black Panther or tech upgrade. So I already know that one of the upgrades is in my graveyard. That's 2 of them, Panther Claws and Chemolio Beads, and the other one is Vibranium Suit. So I can't use their ability anyway, so I'm going to heal for 4. This is not a good hand to be I want to play 3 upgrades, basically. I want to play 4 upgrades, basically. Remove 3 threats from scheme, resolve the special on 1 of your things. I could... So I'm going to flip over, I'm going to use On the Prowl, so that I could use Spider Bites again to kill all the drones. In order to pay for On the Prowl, I need to pay for it with 2. So I could use 2 to pay for Vibranium Suit. Or I could use 3 to pay for the Helicarrier. Use Aja Adana to pay for On the Prowl, and keep Vibranium Suit in my hand. I think that's the play. So 3 for Helicarrier. I'm going to exhaust Helicarrier to pay for On the Prowl. Or I'm going to flip over. and then use On the Prowl, remove 3 threats from a scheme, and then activate Spider Bite, so 1 more damage to all enemies, and kill both the drones. And saving Vibranium Suit in my hand. Alright, end of turn. 1, 2, 3, 4 more cards. It's gonna get another threat. Assault on NORAD. I'm gonna get another drone minion. Ultron's attacking for 2. I'm blocking. And I get another 1 drone still. So he's attacking for 4 plus another 3 boost. My goodness, another Doomsday Chair as the 3 boost. Jeez, alright, so that's 5 more damage. I'm back up to 8 damage. And I'm gonna use Spider Bites when I block to kill the drones. And I really want to save these Indomitables for when it gets to stage 3. So I think I'm not gonna use that to unexhaust. I really want to heal. I really want to heal. Yeah, I think I'm still not going to use... my deck's about to get shuffled anyways. It's about to get shuffled anyways. You know what? I will use up Indomitable. After your hero defense, discard Indomitable to ready your hero. And then I get dealt a face down card. That card is Upgraded Drones. Attached to the drones. Upgraded Drones environment. Each face down drone minion gets +1 attack and +1 hit points. Discard 3 resources to discard this card. Alright. Dora Majale is free. I'm gonna play that. Then I need a physical, energy, and I have to use T'Challa in order to get rid of the upgraded drones if I want to get rid of it. Or I could just not play Dora Majale. Dora Milaje. I don't have any of those allies anyways, so you know what? Screw that. I'm not gonna play Dora Milaje. I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3 to get rid of the upgraded drones, because I can't have that around, especially not when he hits stage 3. And then I'm gonna use the Helicarrier and Dora Milaje, Milaje, to play the Vibranium Suit. And then I'm gonna flip back over and heal again. Back down to 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my deck is empty, so I have to shuffle back for my 6 cards, so I get another face down card. No, Assault on NORAD gets another progress. And once I draw my hand, I will give myself another drone. Alright, 6 card, and 1 more drone from Assault on NORAD. Ultron schemes, and he's scheming for 2 plus 2, so that's 4 more. It's already at 9. Ah, shoot. And then the drone's gonna scheme. Yeah, either way, no matter what I do, it's going to... The countdown's gonna start, and I'm just gonna lose. Alright, let's restart, because that was a terrible start. That was a horrendously bad start. So let's just, pretend that didn't happen. And try again. Shall we? Because... now we're in countdown mode, and there's no way I'm going to beat it in 5 turns. You know, it's funny, part of the reason that I chose to use the Doomsday Chair as the modular encounter set for this fight was because I was thinking to myself that this is going to be too easy. I actually thought that Shuri's ability to use the Spider Bites while defending was going to make this fight way too easy, and therefore I should try to do what I can to make it not so easy. And I think that maybe I was underestimating this base fight just a little bit, and how BS expert mode is, because I'm pretty sure that the reason this game started off so badly was because the expert mode cards just screwed me over at the very beginning. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Well, I don't have an upgrade. Well, I don't have a Shuri upgrade, so I'm definitely gonna use her to search for the Spider Bites and hope it is still in the deck. Spider Bites, hey, there we go. And what do I want to play? Indomitable, probably. T'Challa? If I play T'Challa, I can have T'Challa attack and activate the Spider Bites. How much HP does T'Challa even have? Only 3 HP. I can only use him 3 times. I should probably save him for when it's more important. But I still want to play him. So let's... Oh, I have Panther Claws in my hand. Actually, wait. I can wait. I can wait on it. Can I? I think I can wait on it. 2 for the Panther Claws. 1 for the Indomitable. And then I save T'Challa in my hand. That seems good. Get the Panther Claws out. Get Indomitable out. T'Challa's in my hand. Switch over to Black Panther and end my turn. Draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. Got a Vibranium, that's good. So, Crimson Cowl gets 1, Ultron attacks. I get a drone, he's attacking for 2, blocking for 2, and he's boosted by choose to either spend a mental resource or put the top card of your deck face down, engage with you as a drone minion. I'm going to put a card face down as a drone minion. And I think I read somewhere that the attack boost from Ultron is only calculated when the attack happens. At the begin, like the initiation of the attack. And at that point, after he got the drone minion, that's when it gets the +2. So this third one coming out does not boost it, and neither would killing these minions while the attack is happening. It wouldn't change the boost either. So he's attacking for 4. I'm blocking for 2, so I'm taking 2 damage. And when I block, I'm going to use Spider Bites, deal 1 damage to all enemies. So these are all gone. Cloud Strike, Med Team, Queen Ramonda, that's fine. And get a card. Upgraded drones. Jeez, what does... Alright. Alright, that's fine. It's okay. I have Vibranium. This uses 2 whatever resources I want. And I can... I would love to play the Helicarrier. Should I just keep the Vibranium in my hand? And then get rid of the upgraded drones next turn. Or I can use 3 for the Helicarrier. And then use the Helicarrier to play for Indomitable. And keep T'Challa in my hand. Keeping T'Challa in my hand might... No, I need to get rid of that. I need to get rid of the upgraded drones. I'm gonna do that. Cannot have that sticking around, not this early. Which means I don't have the Helicarrier, and I'll pay for the Indomitable, and I'll keep T'Challa in my hand for 1 more turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more on Crimson Cowl, Ultron attacks. I get a ding, Panther is blocking, and Ultron attacking for 3 plus 0. I take 1 more damage. And activating Spider Bites again, 1 more damage to all the enemies, so this drone is dead before it can attack me. And I get a face down card. Face down card is Surge, and under... Advanced Ultron drone, I'm fine with that. He has guard, and Ultron's Imperative. When revealed, the first player puts the top 2 cards of their deck face down and engage with them as a drone minion. That's fine. That's easy to deal with. I mean, it's not easy to deal with right now, but it's easy to deal with. If I use 4 for T'Challa... Oh, this comes into play with 2 per person. Yeah, that's easy to deal with. Because I can pay 4 for T'Challa, and then use T'Challa to thwart the 2. So this is now gone. And then when T'Challa thwarts, I can activate Spider Bites and kill all the drones. Does this... This is just special. This is not special attack, unlike Panther Claws. So I still get to deal the damage to Ultron. And 1 damage to Advanced Ultron drone as well. Actually, you know what? I think I'm fine with getting another card every turn. I kind of want to keep the... Crimson Cowl from advancing for now. So I'm going to thwart from the Crimson Cowl instead. Because this is easy to thwart. I just get 1 more card for 1 more turn. I think that's fine. Probably a bad idea, but I think it's fine. T'Challa should have taken 1 damage from that, and I draw back up to 5. Kimoyo Beads, hey, there we go. And 2 resources. And Heart of Panther. I have Heart of the Panther. Ooh, with T'Challa out there? Okay. 1 on Crimson Cowl. Ultron attacks. I get a drone. Black Panther is blocking. So he's attacking for 3 plus 2, so 5 minus 2 is 3 more damage. I'm up to 6 damage. Activating Spider Bites, 1 damage to everyone. So this drone is dead. And Advanced Drone is still going to attack for 1. I'm just going to take that. And now I get 2 cards. First card is Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control if no cards were discarded this way. I will discard an Indomitable. And the second card is Drone Factory. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into face with them as a drone minion. Place 1 threat for each drone minion in play. That's 5? That's an acceleration token as well. That's also an acceleration token. Oh, Heart of Panther. What is this? Search your deck and discard power for a Black Panther upgrade. Okay. Deck and discard power so I can get that Vibranium suit. Order doesn't matter when it's playing this deck. I don't have like Tony Stark's stuff that has to do with the top of the deck, so I'm just going to reorder my graveyard like that. And let's get Kimoyo Beads out there first. Using energy. Then I can use Vibranium to pay for the Vibranium suit. Oh, I don't have enough to pay for the Heart of Panther. No, wait, I can get rid of the... I can stall the Crimson Cowl for 1 more turn. Yeah, I can still stall the Crimson Cowl. So I'm going to use T'Challa. T'Challa is going to thwart Ultron's Imperative for 2. And instead of using Spider Bites, I'm going to use the Kimoyo Beads. This is remove 1 threat from a scheme from the Crimson Cowl. So the acceleration token is only going to get this up to 2 instead of 3. Black Panther can't do anything. Indomitable I can't use yet. This is a face-down drone. And I think I'm going to discard Counterpunch. And I'm going to save Heart... should I save Heart of Panther? I don't know if I should, but I'm going to. It's probably a bad idea, but I'm going to. And there's another Counterpunch. Alright. Main scheme gets 2 from the acceleration token. Ultron is attacking, so I get another drone. So he's attacking for 4 plus 1. So that's 5 minus 3 is, minus 2 is 3. I'm up to 10 damage. Ooh, I did not do the math on that. Oh no, I did not do the math on that very well. I was very close to dying if that boosted for 2. Okay, so... Activate Spider Bites, deal 1 damage to all enemies. These are dead. And then advance Ultron drone attacks, and I have to block with T'Challa. T'Challa is gonna block, but when he blocks, I'm gonna activate... I can't activate Spider Bites again. Because if I do, it's gonna get a drone, and then that drone's gonna attack me. Wait, no, I can activate Vibranium Suit. Move 1 damage from your hero to an enemy. I'm gonna move 1 damage from me onto the advanced Ultron drone. So I'm back down to 9 damage. And that kills the advanced Ultron drone. The advanced Ultron drone is dead, so I get another drone. The drone attacks me. And I'm back up to 10 damage. And then I get dealt a face-down card. That card is a Doomsday Chair. If MODOK is not in play, search the encounter and discard power for MODOK and put him into play. Then shuffle the encounter deck, and this is also an acceleration token, and it comes into play with 8. And there's MODOK. He has Retaliate 2. I'm thinking the best thing to do is just to ignore him, actually, because dealing 8 damage to him is kind of a pain in the... And I think I'm just going to use my Spider Bites to gradually deal the 2 damage, because that doesn't count as an attack, so I don't have to deal with the Retaliate. The problem is, what do I do now? How do I survive this turn? I think I have to let the Crimson Cowl pass at this point. I can no longer use Heart of Panther. I also can't heal. Cloud Strike, deal 4 damage to an enemy, resolve the special on 1 Black Panther upgrade you control. On the Prowl, remove 3 threats from a scheme. I can start working on that drone factory, I suppose. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I can really do. I'm going to use 2 for On the Prowl, remove 3 from a scheme, and activate the special on a Black Panther upgrade. I'm going to choose the Vibranium suit. I'm going to move 1 damage from me, so I'm back down to 9 damage to kill the drone, because I don't want him scheming for 1. and I can't play anything. So I'm going to flip back over, and I can't use either of these two cards. I'm going to discard both of them and draw back up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means that I get another face down card. Actually, while I'm shuffling my deck, I think I'm gonna, when I use Vibranium Suit, I'm also gonna discard this to give myself a tough status card. Cause getting hit by Ultron is very... Why is Helicarrier not in my deck? What the heck? Okay, that was set aside for some reason. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give myself a tough status card so that I don't have to... Well, I still have to defend to activate. But I'm pretty sure at this point, MODOK is now the next minion in line, so I can defend MODOK's attack instead to kill the drones that come out. That's probably the better idea. For one turn at least. So Crimson Cowl is going to get 3, which advances it to the next stage, which means I get now another drone. And Ultron schemes for 2 plus 3. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 right away on Assault on NORAD. I get another face down card. The first one is Advanced Ultron Drone. The second one is Advanced the Villain Schemes, and that advance on NORAD, and I'm gonna lose from the countdown. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's not the best idea to play with MODOK as the encounter set. You know, he's gonna be an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. anyways. I can kill him then. I don't need to deal with him right now. He's got a lot on his plate, you know. He doesn't have time to be dealing with me. He has Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff to deal with. So let's try that without MODOK as the modular encounter set. Sounds like a good idea. Alright, we are back to using Under Fire, the intended experience for Ultron, and I've also shuffled in Nick Fury and Mockingbird, because trying to play without them is obviously a bad idea. So, give myself a face down drone minion, and draw up to 6. I'm also thinking that maybe I start with the Vibranium armor instead of the Spider Bites, which I'm going to search for now, because the drone only gets 1... Oh, actually, first I should do my mulligan. But I only get 1 drone every turn, so it's not that big a deal. Like, trying to use Spider Bites isn't giving me that much of an advantage, as opposed to trying to keep myself alive. And I can keep myself alive better using the Vibranium armor if I just kill off the 1 drone. So let's go keep Nick Fury, use 2 cards, 2 other cards plus Vibranium for Nick Fury, and then use Nick Fury to draw, use those draws to play Queen Ramonda and Indomitable. Seems like a good idea. Discard these 2, get Aja Adana and Oyoke. Not ideal, but let's now use Shuri to search for Vibranium Suit. Here we go. I'm going to get that instead of the Spider Bites. And hope that that was not a terrible idea. Now I'm going to flip back over. And I guess that means I can't play Oyoke, so I'm going to use Vibranium, Oyoke, and Aja Adana? Aja Adana I can use every turn, though. I don't need Queen Ramadana. I don't... it's nice to have her for when I do flip over, so I can heal. But I don't need her right now, and Aja Adana might be better. So I'm going to use these 3 to play Nick Fury. Nick Fury comes in play, and I'm going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Those are on the prowl. Kimoyo Beads and Counter Punch. Okay. Well, I'm going to use 2 for the Kimoyo Beads. And then 1 for the Aja Adana. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And I'm going to use Aja Adana to shuffle back in my Vibranium. I think is probably the best choice, because right now I'm still in the building phase. I want to just build my board. My plan is to basically just stall out the main scheme until I build out my board enough to just go ham, essentially. That's basically what I want to do. So this turn, I'm not going to be able to... I'm not going to block with Black Panther. Or do I want to block with Black Panther? No, I'm not going to block with Black Panther. I'm going to block with Nick Fury. And That way, if an assault or something happens, I can still block with Black Panther. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. So Nick Fury is going to attack the drone. That was a Heart of the Panther. He doesn't get to activate anything, and that's the end of my turn. Draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to put the damage on Nick Fury because he's going to die anyways. And the main scheme gets 1. Ultron attacks. I get a drone. Nick Fury is blocking. He's attacking for 4. Doesn't matter. Nick Fury is dead. And the drone now attacks. The drone attacks, and I'm just going to take it. Because that's only 1 damage. And I can use the Vibranium Armor to get rid of that damage. Yeah. So, get a card. Assault. Yep, of course it's Assault. Alright, so Assault, Ultron attacks. That means I get a face down card as a... why does... okay. Black Panther is going to block Ultron this time, and I'm going to use Vibranium Suit to... Is Assault the villain? Just the villain. Okay. Just the villain, so Vibranium Suit is going to take out a drone. So I'm back down to 0 damage. And he's attacking for... of course it's a 3 boost. So that was 2... minus a 2, so 2, 5 damage. I don't think this game is starting off any better than the last one, but we will see. That was my armored vest as well. I only have one of those. That kind of sucks. Well, I don't have another Black Panther card, so I'm going to use Aja Adana to shuffle back in a Queen Ramonda, because I'm probably going to need to heal. I'm probably going to need to heal at some point, very quickly. Unfortunately, Black Panther is exhausted, so I can't use her to do the Vibranium Suit, and I don't have... Everything is bad already. Everything is already bad. I don't... Okay. Okay, no, we got this, we got this, we got this. Let's use these for the med team. Do I want to do med team? I kind of want to do med team, but I think it's better to get an ally out. I kind of want to get an ally out and just kill the drone. Yeah, let's use these 3 for AO, because I don't care about her being out too much. And I'm going to use her to attack the drone. That was another med team. And now I will discard med team and end my turn, keeping Aneka in my hand to play this turn. Drawing back up to 5. Main scheme gets 1 more. Ultron attacks. I get a drone. Black Panther blocks. Ultron's attacking for 3 plus 0. I take 1 more damage. When that happens, I'm going to activate Vibranium Suit, kill the drone. Heal 1. That was T'Challa, that's bad. But now it's my turn. Oh wait, no. Card is upgrade to drones! Woo! Okay. Okay. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Let's get Mockingbird out, just stall for 1 more turn. That's gonna stun Ultron. So the thing won't matter. Black Panther is exhausted. She can't thwart. Mockingbird is gonna thwart. For 1. I am using Aja Adana. Shuffle back in on the prowl. Lots of shuffling. Lots of shuffling. Okay, so after Ultron doesn't attack, Ultron is going to attack Mockingbird. If he schemes, it doesn't matter. Like, even if I get rid of that 1 more threat off the main scheme, it doesn't matter, because if he schemes, it's gonna complete the thing. So I'm not gonna scheme, I'm not gonna thwart with IO, whatever. And I'm just gonna draw back up to 5. Tenacity, Clawed Strike, Indomitable. Okay. 1 more on Crimson Cow. Ultron tries to attack, but he can't. Face down card. Android Efficiency. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck face down engaged with them as a drone minion. That's fine. That's fine. Great. Now it's my turn. Now I can go 3 for a NECA. Black Panther is not exhausted. So Black Panther can attack the drone, activating Vibranium Suit, killing the drone. Because of the upgraded drones, it has one more. And I will heal one. Mockingbird will dwarf for 1. And guess I'll use Aja Adana again to get back the Clawed Strike into my deck. Lots of shuffling. And I think I will keep the Indomitable in my hand. I think I also want to try to stave off the extra encounter card every turn as well. Because that can really screw me up in expert mode if I get that surge card. I forgot what it's called, but it like is double surge basically. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 2 more upgrades. So 1 more on Crimson Cowl. Ultron attacks. Mockingbird blocks. He's attacking for... doesn't matter. Mockingbird is dead. And now the drone attacks. And Black Panther is going to block, activating Vibranium Suit, dealing 1 damage to the drone, and healing 1 from me. I get a face down card. That card is Vibranium Armor, attached to the villain. Force response: after the villain takes damage, give it a tough status card. Hero action: exhaust your hero and spend 2 physical resources to discard this card. After the villain takes damage, give it a tough status card. Okay. I think that's fine. I think I'm fine with that right now. Because I still want to just build up my board. Do I have any Black Panther cards in the thing? I have... T'Challa is one. T'Challa is a Black Panther card. Okay, I'm going to use Aja Adana, shuffle back in T'Challa. I think next turn I'm going to activate... Whoops. I think next turn I'm going to use Spider Bites, and I'm going to stun everyone to give me some more time to build up. Yeah. Am I exhausted? 1 damage from Vibranium Suit. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm going to use 2 for Spider Bites, and I'm going to keep these in my hand. And then a NECA is going to work for 1, activating the special on another Dora Milaje ally, deal 1 damage to an enemy. That's going to kill this drone. And that's going to be the end of my turn. 1, 2, 3. Main scheme gets 1. Ultron attacks, I get a drone. Black Panther blocks. He's attacking for 3, I take 1 more damage. I'm going to activate Vibranium Suit to heal 1, so that's going to do the thing. And deal 1 damage to the drone. The drone attacks, and I take 1 more damage. Face down card is Concussive Blast. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each friendly character. Well, that's not good. That means they're gonna die if I use them. And I'm up to 5 damage. What is the plan now? Alright, I'm gonna go 3. No, I can't use 3 for that, because then it's not gonna... I'm not gonna have enough to actually use the On the Prowl. I'm going to use 2 for On the Prowl. Remove 3 thread from a scheme. I'm going to choose the Crimson Cowl. And then I'm going to activate Spider Bites. Spider Bites, choose a player, deal 1 damage to the villain, and each minion engaged with that player. So Ultron's going to take 1 damage, and now he's going to get a tough status card. But that also kills this minion. And I'm also going to discard Spider Bites to stun him. And now I'm going to use Aja Adana to shuffle back in the Spider Bites into my deck. And I'm not going to use any of the Dora Milaje allies. And that will be the end of my turn. Yeah. Draw back up to 5. Hey, there's Vibranium. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so 1 on the main scheme. Ultron tries to attack. He's stunned. Stun goes away. I get a face down card. That card is Drone Factory. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck face down as a drone, and this comes into play with 1 for each, so that's 5. Drone came out because of that, so nothing happened. He doesn't attack, and now it's my turn. That's an acceleration token. I'm going to use AO to attack the drone to kill it. AO activates a Neka's ability, remove 1 threat from a scheme. Gonna get it from the main scheme, so this acceleration won't advance it. And then Black Panther, it's gonna thwart for 2. When I thwart, I'm going to use the Kimoyo beads to remove 1 more. Then I'm gonna use 4 to pay for T'Challa. T'Challa is going to thwart for 2. And then I'm going to activate the Vibranium suit to remove 1 damage from me. Put it onto Ultron. That's going to get rid of the tough. Keeping Helicarrier in my hand. And I don't think I've activated Aja Adana yet, so I'm going to shuffle back in the Panther Claws. Should I do Panther Claws? How many cards are left in my deck? You know what? I really want to play that Helicarrier. I'm tired of holding on to it. I'm going to shuffle back in the Vibranium. So T'Challa has 1 damage. Everyone's unexhausted now. And I draw back up to 3, 4, 5. Hey, there we go. Spider Bite and Vibranium. Cool. Main scheme gets 2 because of the acceleration. Ultron attacks. I'm going to block and use Vibranium suit to move 1 damage from me to Ultron. And he gets his tough status card back. He also gets a drone. So he's attacking for 3 plus special boost. Choose to either spend a physical resource or put the top card of your deck face down and engage if he has a drone minion. That's fine. But if I do that, I'm gonna get 2 cards. Do I have a physical? My only physical is Vibranium. I have a Helicarrier. What am I going to do this turn? I think I'm going to use the Vibranium to play Spider Bites. I'm going to use Queen Ramonda to play Indomitable. Or I'm going to use Indomitable to play Queen Ramonda. Either way, I don't need the Helicarrier. Yeah, okay, I'll use the physical resource to not get myself a drone minion. Yeah. Was that from... No, that was the boost. Okay, so I'm taking 1 damage. Drone came out from the attack, so Drone is also still attacking. Drone has +1 attack, so I'm taking 2 damage. And now I get a face down card. And that card is Rage of Ultron. Ultron attacks you. Discard the top card of your deck for each... Okay. Sure. Great. Awesome. Ultron attacks. I get another face down card. That means I get a Delta face down card. And he's attacking for 2, 4. He's attacking for 4 minimum. I can't defend, which means I have to block. I think I just have to block with a NECA. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to block with a NECA. Yeah, NECA's dead. And since we're in the middle, that was activated from a face down card. And this card came out during that activation. Wait, Rage of Ultron, what was it? Ultron attacks you, discard the top card of your deck for each damage dealt by this attack. It's not dealt to me from this attack, it's just dealt from this attack. So it does actually matter how much damage he dealt. He dealt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did not want to lose any of those cards. I mean, okay, sure, whatever. But now I think I have to flip over this card, Concussive Blast, deal 1 damage to each friendly character. Up to 7 damage, and T'Challa only has 1 use left. Okay. Spider Bite, or Vibranium to pay for Spider Bites. Indomitable to pay for Queen Ramonda. T'Challa T'Challa... There's no point in thwarting, because I need to flip over and heal. Yeah, there's no point in thwarting. Should this still be in play? I thwarted at least 3 from this, and I think I used T'Challa to thwart it as well. I think this is supposed to be gone. So this shouldn't have gotten 1, but either way it doesn't matter, because I'm going to flip over and Ultron's going to scheme. And the minions are going to scheme, and I can't kill everything, so it's going to advance anyways, it doesn't matter. So T'Challa is going to... Maybe it does matter. Hold up, I have Kimoyo beads. I can confuse the enemy. I can thwart for 2 with T'Challa. No, not thwart for 2. I can attack a minion and kill it. Killing T'Challa. Use Kimoyo beads, remove 1 threat from a scheme. I can discard this card to confuse an enemy. And then use Aja Adana to shuffle back into Kimoyo beads. And then flip Black Panther over and use Queen Ramonda to heal equal to my recovery, so I'm back down to 3 damage. And now the main scheme shouldn't advance, because it only gives them +1 attack and +1 hit points, yeah. So the main scheme shouldn't advance unless the advance gets pulled. This should be fine. Should be fine. It should be fine. Plus I get to drop to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do I got? Ooh, lots of resources. Lots of resources. Okay. Main scheme gets 1. Ultron tries to scheme. He's confused. This guy schemes for 1. And then the face down card is T'Challa's Shadow. My obligation. Give to the Shuri player. Uses 4 doubt counters. Victory 0. That's weird. I've never seen that before. I've never gotten the obligation, I don't think. What is this? I've never looked at it either. Uses 4 doubt counters. Increase the resource cost of each card you play by 1? Force response. After you thwart, attack, or defend, remove 1 doubt counter from here. That's terrible. So for... wait. After you thwart, attack, or defend. This doesn't say basic attack, thwart, or defend. But that's basically 4 turns of having an increased cost. What the heck? That's so bad. Why is this so much worse than everyone else's? Spider-Man's is like, oh, just flip over and exhaust your guy. Like, what the heck's this? Holy cow. Alright. I don't have any upgrades in here, so... should I even shuffle? Hold up. I have the Elephant's Trunk. Exhaust the Elephant's Trunk and up to 2 Wakanda allies and or supports. These are... no, I only have 1 support. It doesn't count upgrades. So I'd have to pay 3 each set. I'd have to use 3 cards effectively to draw 2 cards if I use Queen Ramonda. I don't think I want to play the Elephant's Trunk. I think I just want to use Queen Ramonda to heal another 4 damage. And it doesn't count recovery. Increase the resource cost of each card you play by 1. Exhaust Shuri, search your deck for a Black Panther attack upgrade and play it, reducing its cost by 2. So I would still have to pay 1 if I use Shuri's thing. Wow, that's so bad. I think I have to though. Alright, I'm gonna use Shuri to search for... let's make sure it's not in my deck first. No, it wasn't in here because I would have shuffled it. No wait, Panther Claws is in here. Oh, but if the face down card is my upgrade, that means I would have to... I'd search for nothing and it would... Just in case, first I'm gonna use Aja Adana to shuffle back in my Panther Claws. Because if this is my Kimoyo beads, then my search would search for nothing and I'd still be exhausted. So let's put the Panther Claws in there just to not make it do absolutely nothing. I suppose I could search for a tech card as well, actually. I don't think there are any tech cards in here, though. Kimoyo beads, here we go. And I have to pay 1. I have to pay 1 for that. That's so bad. I'm not going to be playing Medic Center. I'm going to use Med's team to pay for that. At this point, I think I just sort of have to let the main scheme progress, which means I should switch over to using spider bites. And if I'm going to switch over to using spider bites, man, with this T'Challa's shadow up in here, I think I'm just gonna have to pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for the helicarrier. And do I want to keep Power of Protection in my hand? The only thing Power of Protection pays for is the Med Center, and I don't think I'm gonna pay that. That's really expensive right now. That's really expensive right now. So I think I'm gonna discard the Power of Protection and flip back over to Black Panther. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, the upgraded drones is still there. That's what I was going to do. I was going to get rid of the upgraded drones. Okay, well, main scheme advances. That means I get another face down card. Ultron attacks. Black Panther's blocking. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ultron is attacking. Yeah, Ultron's attacking. So I get another face down card. So he's attacking for 5, plus... He's attacking for 8, and I was defending. I didn't express that out loud, but I am defending. So one of these goes away. And I'm activating Spider Bites. Deal 1 damage to all enemies. And that gets rid of the tough. Sorry, he was attacking for 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, minus 2. So I've already taken 6 more damage. Right away, I'm back up to 6 damage. Plus 1 attack from each drone. No, 2 attack from each drone. So that would be another 6 damage, so I would die. So I have to use the Spider Bites. I have to discard the Spider Bites to stun them. And now all the stuns goes away. But Ultron is now stunned. But I don't have my Spider Bites. This sucks. Okay. I'm already like, man, I need to turn over again. I'm going to use Aja Adana to shuffle back into Spider Bites and hope I get that real fast. I have a Wakanda Forever, so I can use Kimoyo Beads, which would do nothing, because there's nothing on the main scheme, and Vibranium Suit to heal me by 1. That's not going to do anything. That's doing nothing for me. I think the better idea is just to get rid of the upgraded drones. That way these will automatically die. Yeah, that's the better idea. That's the better idea. That is a much better idea. So, I need to use one of each, so Avengers Mansion, Med Team, and the Wakanda Forever for my physical. Gonna use these 3 to get rid of the upgraded drones. And then I'm gonna use Helicarrier and Tenacity to pay for the Armored Vest, so I finally have 3 defense. Yeah. Okay, so now these guys die. Yeah, and then I can use the Vibranium Suit to transfer over. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kimoyo Bead, store to remove 1 threat from... No. Vibranium Suit. Special attack. Yes, this is an attack. So I get to remove 1 more from T'Challa's Shadow. When I did the Vibranium Suit. Wait, did I do the Vibranium Suit? I don't think I did. No, wait, no. No, I didn't do the Vibranium Suit. My bad. Never mind. I got the Spider Bites back. That's good. That's a good thing. So, Assault on NORAD happens. And I can either give them a single drone, which I will do, because Ultron is stunned. Yes, Ultron is stunned, so I can do that. The stun goes away when he tries to attack, and the drone attacks me for 1, and I think I will take it just in case an attack event happens. And what happens is advance. The villain schemes. Wonderful. He's scheming for 2 plus 2, so that's a total of 4. Now it's my turn. I am going to thwart for 2. When I thwart, that gets rid of 1 of T'Challa's Shadow. And I can activate one of these. I'm going to use the Vibranium Suit to heal myself by 1 and kill the drone. And that's going to get rid of another T'Challa's Shadow. I don't have another attack or thwart in my hand, unfortunately. So everything still costs 1 more. Let's use the Helicarrier, Power of Protection, and Counterpunch. to pay for med team. And I'm going to use one of the counters right away to heal myself by 2. And then I'm going to discard IO. And I'm going to use Aja Adana to shuffle back in my Vibranium. Because I still want to build up a little bit more. And by a little bit more, I mean a lot more. Yeah, and then I can keep the Spider Bites for next turn when I can play it for a normal cost. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 more cards. Main scheme gets 1. I get another drone. Ultron attacks. So I get another drone. He's attacking for 2, 4, and I'm blocking. 6 minus 2 is 4 more damage, back up to 8, but I'm activating Vibranium Suit to kill one of the drones. So I'm back down to 7, but then the drone attacks me, so I'm back up to 8. And then that gets rid of the T'Challa's Shadow, and this has Victory 0, so this goes out of play. This is removed from the game. Now for my face down card. Gang up! The villain and each minion engage with you attacks you. Alright. He's attacking for a minimum of 4, so I'm dead. Boosting by 0, but it doesn't matter because I can't block. So 4, 5, 6 damage. I'm up to 14 damage and I'm dead. Okay. Alright, you know what? Screw it. I have decided to go full tryhard mode, and I have switched to using leadership aspect, because leadership is probably the strongest aspect in the game, in my opinion. The only reason I was using the defensive one, protection aspect, was because I thought I was just going to be defending a lot and just easily killing everything, but that's not happening. So let's use the strong aspect instead. And I've also included cards from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. expansion. I've included Leo Fritz, organizational support, and the other support that isn't Leo Fritz. I'm not a S.H.I.E.L.D. person, but that shouldn't matter too much because leadership is broken. So, what do I want to do? Let's start with Shuri searching. Oh, I was supposed to start. Okay. It doesn't matter. I would have seen this anyways. This should have been a drone minion. I should have drawn a different card. And now I'm going to search for... Actually, do I want to search for Vibranium Suit, or do I want to go for the Spider Bites now that I'm not playing defense? I've already put Vibranium Suit out there, so it shouldn't matter too much. It's either way. Either way, I'm gonna get it. So I can use Dormilaje. Is this a Wakanda? Yes, this is also a Wakanda. I can use Wakanda support with the organizational support to help pay for stuff. So even if I'm not using Dora Milaje like as an action, I can still use it to pay for stuff, which would be incredible. Considering how mana-starved I've been, and especially with that obligation. If I got that obligation, that's going to be hard. To make the calls, I technically was supposed to get rid of these earlier, but it's fine. Let's go Dora Milaje. 4 cards for Nick Fury. Nick Fury comes into play and I draw 3 cards. I would have loved to get Helicarrier in a hand that didn't... Okay, well I can't play any of this except for Tenacity, so I guess I'll play Tenacity. And Nick Fury's gonna kill the drone, and Shuri's gonna flip over to Black Panther, and that's gonna be the end of my turn. Ultron's gonna attack. Nick Fury's gonna block. Ultron's gonna get a drone. It doesn't matter what he's attacking for. Oh, star, boost. Ultron heals 1 damage for each drone minion engaged with you. That doesn't matter. Nick Fury is dead. And the drone attacks me. I'm going to defend against the drone. And I'm going to activate... I can't activate Vibranium Suit, actually. Screw it. I'm not going to defend against the drone. So I'm going to take 1 damage. And then I get dealt a face down card. Shadows of freaking past. Are you freaking... Alright. Claw... Manipulated music, and the scream gets shuffled in. This is not the start I was imagining, but it should be fine. It should be fine. Technically, if I want to make it really easy for myself, I could just defeat Manipulated Music right now and just advance the main scheme. Because I don't think I want... Oh, I don't think I can thwart for 5. Let's see what's in my hand. Technically, that should be in my hand, and these should be... It doesn't matter. Well, I have another Make the Call. That actually might make things really easy. Make the Call with these to get back Nick Fury. Draw 3 more cards. Or I can make the call with a Dora Milaje ally. Get a NECA. Her special is remove 1 threat from a scheme. Exhaust Dora Milaje, resolve the special on 1 Dora Milaje ally, and heal 1 from that ally. So I don't need to actually have damage on that ally to activate Dora Milaje. No, but then Manipulated Music would still be out there. I can't thwart enough to get rid of it. And the Crimson Cow would advance. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go for the Nick Fury. So using Make the Call with these 3 to get back out Nick Fury, and Nick Fury is going to... this comes into play with 5. I need to thwart 5 off of it. I can do 4. Vibranium Suit won't be enough to thwart it. Draw 3 cards, and I can hope for something that lets me thwart. Or I could just choose one, remove 2 threats from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage to an enemy. Alright, fine. Nick Fury's gonna remove 2 threats from a scheme, and then he's gonna thwart for 2. And then Black Panther is gonna thwart for 1. Get rid of the Manipulated Music. When this is defeated, discard music from play. So now these are both gone. And I can activate Vibranium Suit to kill a drone. And I heal 1 damage. And I'm going to keep Queen Ramonda in my hand, because I can use her to pay for stuff using organizational support. 1 more in the main scheme. 1, 2, 3, 4 more cards. And Ultron attacks. Get a drone. Ultron's attacking, and Nick Fury is blocking. Doesn't matter, he's dead. Claw attacks. Black Panther is not going to block. So I can take the damage and use Vibranium Suit to kill the minion. Claw's attacking for 3, I take 3 damage. Drone attacks Black Panther blocks, Vibranium Suit activates. Heals 1 damage from me, and kills the drone. And then I get dealt a face down card, and that card is Advanced Ultron Drone. Alright. Okay. Let's use... Wakanda Forever is not going to do anything for me right now. Let's use 3 for Mockingbird. Mockingbird is going to stun Ultron, and then use 1 for Queen Ramonda. And then Mockingbird is going to thwart 1 from the main scheme. And that's going to be the end of my turn. Yeah, so now I have both my supports that can pay for stuff. I'm going to keep those to the side and keep that in mind. Yeah, let's put Tenacity over there too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both organizational supports, and I have T'Challa, and I have a Genius. Ooh, okay. 1 on the main scheme, Ultron tries to attack, he's stunned. Claw attacks, I will block Claw? Yeah, I will block Claw, and use Vibranium Suit to heal 1. He's attacking for 0, actually. Ooh, yeah. Heal 1, but then Advanced Ultron Drone is going to attack me, and I take 1, so I stay the same. And I'm going to move 1 damage over to the Advanced Ultron Drone. Get out the face down card. That card is Rage of Ultron. Ultron attacks, he discards the top card. Okay. I've already defended, so Mockingbird is going to block Ultron. I do get a drone this time. And Ultron's attacking for 2, plus 3, or plus 1, so Mockingbird is dead. And I get 3 cards off the top of my deck gone. Now it's my turn. I can use Organizational Support. Actually, I can just use both Organizational Supports. Exhaust up to 3 allies or supports that share a trait with you. Wakanda, and Wakanda. And these are both supports. 1, 2, and organizational support for 3, 4 for T'Challa, and I'm going to use Genius to pay for the Triskelion. I'm just going to stick that under Black Panther. T'Challa is going to thwart for 2, and then move 1 damage from me over to the drone to kill it with Vibranium Suit. And that's the end of my turn. Draw back up to 5. Elephant's Trunk, here we go. Here's another Wakanda. So, 1 more in the main scheme. Ultron attacks. I will block. Yeah, I will block. Vibranium Suit's going to transfer 1 from me over to the advanced Ultron drone. So blocking for 2. He's attacking for 3. Take 1 damage. Claw attacks. Deal 1 damage to each character you control. So 0 damage, but then 1 damage to everyone I control. So that's also T'Challa. And he's already... he's already down to 1 use. Advanced Ultron drone attacks as well. I take 1 more damage. And I get dealt a face down card. That card is Swarm Attack. Each drone minion engage with your hero attacks. If no attacks were made this way, put the top card engaged, blah, blah, blah. So Advanced Ultron drone attacks again. I take 1 more damage. My turn. My turn. Let's go. How many of my Spider Bites, Panther Claws, Chemio Beads? Alright, so all 3 of them are in my graveyard at the moment, so Leo Fitz isn't going to be able to use his thing to get me a tech card from my deck. But I think I still want to play it for when they do get shuffled. So using 3 for Leo Fitz. I don't know why I keep calling him Leo Fritz. No, you know what? Let's not get Leo Fitz, and let's get the Elephant's Trunk instead. That way I can pay 2 for Clawed Strike. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. Resolve the special 1 Black Panther upgrade you control. I'm going to deal 4 damage to Claw? Yeah, let's deal the 4 damage to Claw. And I'm going to resolve Vibranium Suit. So remove 1 damage from me, put it onto the advanced Ultron drone. And that's going to be the end of my turn. Crimson Cow gets 1. Draw back up to 5. My deck is empty. So I get a face down card. But this is fine. This is fine because I have 3 resources in my deck that I can use 3 supports. Actually, I don't know the exact wording of organizational support. Was it exhaust up to 2 or up to 3 other stuff? Either way, I have 3 supports that I can use that can pay for bigger stuff. 5th card, Clawed Strike. Okay, I already put 1 on Crimson Cow. Ultron attacks. I get a drone. I'm gonna block with Black Panther. He's attacking for 2, 3. Choose to either spend a energy resource or put the top card of your deck engage with you face down as a drone. I'll put the drone. So what was that? 3 minus 2 is 1 more damage to me. I activate Vibranium Suit to deal 1 more damage to Claw. No, I'll do it to a drone. And then Claw attacks. I'm still not blocking. That's going to be boosting for 3. I take 3 damage. Plus 1 from the drone, so that's up to 7 damage. Get dealt a face down card. Claw, drone, 1 more damage. I'm up to 8 damage. First card, Repair Sequence. Ultron heals 2 damage for each drone minion engage with you, and no damage it heals its way. This card gains Surge. Surge is Concussive Blast. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character. T'Challa is dead. And I take 1 more damage. And Swarm Attack. Each drone minion engage with your hero attacks. If no attacks, blah blah blah. 2 more damage. And I've lost. Alright. Let's reset. Yet again. But I do think this is, in theory, Gonna go better this time, as long as I don't get Shadows of the Past right away.